Mr. Krabby.
Sorry I'm late, Freddy. I just had to find my Codfish Commando action figure for show and tell.
That's okay, Luther, but we better get going before we're late for school.
Hello and welcome back to It's All the Junior Adventures. In the last episode, we looked at our last junior field trip, Let's Explore the Jungle. And in this episode, we are starting Freddi Fish and the Case of the Haunted Schoolhouse. And you can already notice that the series is really starting to find its identity. We've got the trademark little at the beginning, that little drum roll with the sound effect, which I actually didn't mention. The last junior field trip was the first game to introduce that sound effect. And then also you get the little jingle for the junior adventure games. Those are going to be present for all of the junior adventures going forward now. We've got our second Freddi Fish game. This one is still sort of dark and murky, kind of like the first one, but you know, that's a matter of preference whether you like that or not. We haven't seen any hauntings yet, but let's start clicking on things and see what we can make happen. Animal sounds. This is one of those click points that plays off another one. I used to love doing that as a kid. I thought she was supposed to say that the schoolhouse was over there. Oh well. This game has quite a few click points that interact with each other. It's not the first time that's happened, but they definitely took it to a new level in this one. This game also really likes music. There's going to be musical instruments all over the place, and already you could play a drinking game with this. There's going to be a bonus episode that has all of the music because it's quite a bit, and I'm not going to make you sit through all of it in the main series, but whenever we see a musical instrument, I'll play, let's say, one song. This one also only happens to have one.
Freddy, did you bring everything you need for school?
Of course I did, Luther. In fact, I'm ready for a great day, and I hope you are too. I've had my breakfast.
I've got my books.
Comb my pins.
Check out my looks.
Ready for learning.
And to have some fun.
Heading off to school. Our day's begun.
As far as I can remember, this is the only one of the Humongous Entertainment games that is this music focused. A lot of them have music, but this one might as well be a musical.
I'll race you to school, Freddy.
Where are all the guppies? We're hiding.
The guppies say the school is haunted by a ghost, and that the ghost is stealing their toy.
I saw the ghost, Mrs. Croker. It stupefied me with fear, and then it stole my toy.
Boo!
Ah!
Hey, that's my toy!
Boo!
That couldn't have been real. There's no such thing as ghosts. Luther and I will find that so-called ghost and get back all the toys.
Good luck, Freddy.
Well, now we know why it's called the Haunted Schoolhouse. Also, I don't know if you noticed that, but the teacher here is voiced by the same person as Grandma Grouper. And that's something that is a big theme in these games. They have their main voice cast, and as we play through all the games, you're going to be able to recognize that some of them are shared. But before we go anywhere, there's lots to click on in the schoolhouse.
B. 1, 2, 3.
That ghost scared me out of 10 years growth. And I'm not even 10 yet.
Let's see, do these guys all have lots to say?
Do you think that ghosts can swim through walls? I wish I could. I wonder if that ghost knows that there's no such thing as ghosts.
Yeah, the guppies all have things to say.
Why do you think that ghost is stealing toys? Guess there's no toy stores in the hereafter. Ah, it's great to be alive.
Ah, kids who are wise beyond their years.
Oh, Boy, Freddy and Luther are brave.
They
Well,
are.
Freddy anyway.
Hey, I heard that.
Luther wasn't scared either.
I wonder if that ghost knows. That ghost is so rude to scare us. If we can see through ghosts, do you think they could see through us?
Ugh.
If we had to get haunted, why couldn't we get a friendly ghost? I'd rather be caught in a feeding frenzy than see that ghost again. You can say that again. I'd rather be caught in a feeding frenzy than see that ghost again.
Ah, the oldest joke in the book.
That ghost is so rude to scare us.
Freddy, Luther, the school will owe you two a huge debt when you find that ghost.
A huge debt? Great. We'll take cash, check, or money order.
Luther!
My poor guppies are positively scared to death.
They should take a lesson and courage from me, Mrs. Croker. and, from my best pal, Freddy.
You two aren't in danger, are you?
Yes.
Nothing my buddy Luther and I can't handle.
Yeah, that's some teacher letting their kids go off and do that.
Freddy, Luther, the school will owe you two a huge...
I've heard of having school spirit, but this is ridiculous. I sure hope Freddy can figure out how to get rid of that ghost.
There's quite a bit of dialogue here. I guess this is really the first game where all the people have extra dialogue.
I'm really glad Mrs. Croker decided to stay with us. She's great.
What do you mean decided? She has to stay here.
Wow! Even with that ghost prowling around, Mrs. Croker's as cool as a sea cucumber. I'm really glad With all this spooky stuff going on, maybe Mrs. Croker will forget to give us homework.
I would say this is a good no homework day.
That ghost has me so scared, I can't even think what 1 + 1 is. Me too! It scared the algebra right out of me!
I wonder how old Freddy and Luther are. I always thought Luther was younger than Freddy.
I hope Freddy and Luther can solve the mystery and get my toys back. With all this spooky stuff...
Yeah, I wonder why Freddy and Luther went to the same classroom. Maybe she's just dropping him off. Yeah, there's octopus. And we've got a little mini game up here. Oh, it's Professor Starfish. You can just draw pictures and do math problems and stuff. I'm not really going to mess around with this. I used to do this a lot more as a kid. But yeah, you've got your letters and your numbers, and then you've got little stamps. And you can draw with the stamps. Yeah, I could do this for a while as a kid. There. There's no animations or anything, it's just make pretty pictures. And you can, of course, erase or clear the board.
Can we erase the chalkboard, Freddy?
It's a cute little diversion. And we've got a song.
The guppies all want to be in class. Learning is such a cat. If you could get rid of that ghost, Freddy and Luther would be the most.
It looks like it's a young grade because we've got the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s, and he was talking about 1 + 1. So it could be maybe 1st grade, 2nd grade, maybe. Ghost went that way, but there's stuff here.
You just never know when a pair of plastic-coated safety scissors will come in handy.
They have to be safety scissors. We gotta be safe in school. I never liked safety scissors. It's so hard to cut anything with them. A lot of quick points here, but that's all there is to do on this screen, so what do you say we follow that ghost? He left the school. I guess we're not haunted anymore. Let's see. Oh, Freddy's running for class president. That's cute. These banners are nice. I guess the Marlins are their team for, what was that, soccer? I think that's soccer. You can see an outline here, but you can't do anything with it.
Ah! Hey, Luther, that was the ghost! Let's get it. Hey, you! Stop!
Oh! Whoa! You better look out. I'll be back to get that toy. Freddy, he almost got away with my Codfish Commando action figure. Why does that ghost have to steal kids' toys? Look, it's part of the ghost.
Luther, I don't think that ghosts wear sheep. Whoever is scaring the guppies is just wearing a ghost costume. I've got it. Let's build a trap to catch that phony. See? We already have almost everything we need.
Huh?
This is a list of all the things we need to build our trap. We'll just need to get a diver's helmet, a wheel for the baby buggy, a life preserver, a rope, and a pulley for our trap to be complete.
And there we go. That's what we're going to be finding in this game. Pieces of the trap. There are 8 pieces total, and we already have 3, which means we need to find 5. This is the first real game that introduces variety on new playthroughs. We've already seen a little bit of that with the first Freddi Fish game, with the bottles can be in different places, but in this one, the puzzle solutions can be very different from one playthrough to the next. It's still fairly self-contained. There's only ever 8 pieces of the trap, and you always get 5, so it's not like everything's going to be completely different each time you play. But this is a big tradition that keeps on for the rest of the series.
This chandelier is going to trap the bad guy.
I can hardly wait to catch that toy napper. Let me at him! Let me at him!
Luther, I hear someone coming.
There's something funny going on in here.
Where's the funny thing?
Try looking in the mirror, you knucklehead.
I actually didn't know that was going to happen. Interesting. I wonder if that'll happen again if we stay here long enough. Well, we can click in the meantime. This here is the cork. You can need that for the trap. That's the baby buggy we need the wheel for. You can see that this trident stands out a little bit. That's something we're going to need for the trap in another playthrough. And then this here is something else we're going to need. This is one of Ray's contraptions. Like I said, I wonder if they're going to come back. Maybe what I'll do is I'll check that out off screen, and if there's anything that happens, I'll either cut it in, or if there's a lot of things that happen, I can make a bonus episode for it.
Luther, I hear someone coming.
I thought I heard something in here.
Yeah, I thought I heard something in here.
What are you, my echo?
Luther, I hear someone coming.
No, there's nothing going on here.
Luther, I hear someone coming.
Did you hear something strange in here?
You don't think it could be the ghost, do you?
We're the ghost, you nincompoop.
These are my plastic-coated safety scissors.
Ah, they're your scissors now, are they? Before we leave the school in search of supplies, there's a few things we can do here inside the school. I like those sounds. Oh, I was hoping you could do that with both of them.
Magic!
Sometimes you just sort of get a feel for the ones that you can click on a lot. You can just tell from the way they look. Okay, so we're gonna... Yeah, because we need a rope, of course. Rope book.
Hey, it's a book about untying knots. We may need it later.
It's coming back to me now. Let's see what's down here. things that we need here. Well, one thing anyway.
Great! We found a wrench!
Let's remember what this place looks like for a future playthrough. Basically, with future playthroughs, just assume that anything that you see could be relevant later. And even if you don't remember, it's okay. You can just systematically search everything until you know what you need. Well, we're done inside the school. That means it's time to leave and go see what's outside the school. And the click points are still here. I guess that's because we're on Windows instead of DOS. Windows 3. This is probably a Windows 95 game. Maybe even 98. No, it wouldn't be When was this game released? Was this released in 97? It was either 97 or 98. Alright, here we are outside the school, and there's quite a few places for us to go. Let's go to this little Coliseum-looking place.
Hi, Casey. What happened? I got so excited reading Scientific Aquarium magazine that my eyes bugged out and knocked the glasses clean off my face. I think I heard my glasses clatter down this hole. Oh, what will become of me without my glasses?
Knock it off, Casey. You're making a spectacle of yourself. Get it? Glasses? Spectacle?
Have you found my glasses yet?
No, not yet.
Well, we've got a student who's not in school, but that's okay. We also have an instrument here.
Multiplication makes the number real big. So much faster than I can grow as a kid. I love to multiply all the numbers so much. Sometimes I totally forget about lunch.
So, Casey is a math nerd. I wasn't a math nerd, but I was a nerd, so I can relate to Casey. I would frequently skip lunch just so I could hang out with my friends and talk about anime. Alright, well, let's go down and get Casey's glasses.
I'll get your glasses for you, Casey. Ah! I'm not going to fit in that hole. Perhaps someone younger, smaller, greener.
Oh, you mean me? Sure, why not?
Okay, so Luther is younger than Freddi. This is much like the Rapids, where you've got multiple ways to go. If you don't click anything, Luther will pick a way to go for you. But we want to see both ways. Going down again. The Rapids are more fun, there's more places to go. This is again sort of playing into my theory that the Freddi Fish games are meant for a younger audience than the other games, because there's only one choice here. Whereas with, well, then again, with the Rapids, you didn't actually have to do anything there. It was really all for fun, so who knows.
Hot dog. Neat specs.
Well, we got the glasses, so let's give them back to Casey.
Here are your glasses, Casey.
Luther, as my way of saying thanks, I'd like to give you something that I built myself. It's a fusion-powered, super elastic, repeating slingshot, complete with bullseye seeking, super sneaky turbo rocks, and racing stripes.
Would you just hold on to this for me, Freddi?
Sure thing, Luther.
Well, we've got a slingshot, and that's going to be useful later. Not here, though.
Careful or we'll poke someone's eye out. It's a book about untying knots. It's a wrench. I'd have won first prize at the science fair if I hadn't accidentally dematerialized the judges.
Oops.
I'm so happy I can see again. Thanks for getting my glasses. This science magazine's really great, especially now that I can see it. I've invented a pill that contains all the knowledge of a 50-volume encyclopedia. Only problem is, it's a really big pill. Last week, I invented a pocket protector. This week, I'm inventing the pocket. A science magazine and glasses to read it with. Ah, life is good.
Good old Casey.
Thanks again for getting my glasses, guys. Thanks for getting my glasses. And don't forget to be careful where you aim that slingshot I gave you. I'd have won first prize.
So much extra dialogue. They had to record all of that, and I'm sure they didn't expect anybody to see all of it. I guess the idea was that there was supposed to be so much dialogue that it feels like every time you play through the game, it's a little bit different. The songs now are the same melody, the same everything. There's like one or two that might be different because he has the glasses now. But yeah, I think that's going to be where we stop for now. Thank you very much for watching this episode of It's All the Junior Adventures, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode where we continue getting pieces of our trap. Bye-bye!